Okay, Namaste everyone. Today again, the Sankalpa is for Dhampati Soukyam. There are multiple reasons why couples go through emotional disconnection. It can be, there might be some karmic debts that unknowingly, knowingly is formed with a person, with a group, that might result in they getting suppressed in some life or they suppressing someone. They going through pain in the name of love, or they going through these cycles of being unvalued, undervalued. So they have undervalued someone in the past life. So in this life, it feels like someone is undervaluing us. So like this, there are a couple of scenarios that might result in couples not having, not have, now sound. Okay, so it might result in either couples not having intimacy, emotional disconnection, going through infidelity concerns, going through communication problems, going through abandonment problems, going through feeling of lack of love and value in the relationship, or giving more, taking very less back, and in some unfortunate cases also going through physical, sexual and emotional abuse between the couples. So there are certain things that are in our control, there are certain things that are not in our control. So we are bestowing to Lord Shiva and Durgama and Varahima and other Devata Parivar for us to give us three things. One is helping us with reduction or removal of that karma that is resulting in this kind of disconnection or pain in life. Two, help us with guidance on what actions can help us overcome this. Third, it is mostly about taking those actions. So from Jnana Sakti, Icha Sakti is I want a good relation with my spouse. From there, Jnana Sakti and Kriya Sakti is what we are essentially asking. And these havans are made because everyone needs some hand, some support, someone who is um, someone is behind you. So all of us can't do these things. So Divine has asked me to perform these havans as an extra aid to you for you to have your wish fulfillment. All you need to do is accept, trust that there is divine who is behind you. There's somebody who is doing this for you. You ask for it or not, it will be yours. And what you can do in case if you wish to participate is take some black sesame seeds, and when I am doing the havan, just even if it is for one chapter of Chandi, today is Chandi Havan, right? This is Purvangam for Chandi Havanam. So even if it is for 15 minutes, you have time to look at this live video, at live or at a recorded version, whenever it is. Keep every time I do swaha, take some sesame seeds and put in a place, in a cup or place, and after you do it, at the end of the havan or 15 minutes, please imagine that you are claiming all these 3.5 4 hours of havan I do, that energy along with burning of that sesame seeds in one bowl or in one um, bandi, so that this karma that is there, it just vanishes away. Okay, so you can try these things ongoingly so that there might be a change from your partner. Today there is nothing you could do to bring a change in that person, but as your karma keeps going down, there is a very beautiful thing that comes up. Maybe you are more listening, maybe other person gets more patient, or you are looking at your spouse from a new window, new angle. You have become more understanding or more forgiving, uh, or suddenly some things have shifted. It can show up in any way. And in case after doing all these, if there are resistances that you are seeing, that means whatever your action is not aligned with divine will. So you might want to claim your power. You may want to look at how you can realign yourself from the path that you are rightly in to something which divine wants you to speak or be. And even that these prayers will help you there also. So so please keep your mind open. I know must when the pain strikes, it strikes real bad, and we need these extra hands to give us some kind of solace, comfort, and trust that I'm not alone in this journey. Trust me, you're not alone in this journey. I may not be physically available with you, but my prayers are for you. So trust that these prayers will definitely help you. And let's all be grateful for our Devi Ma. So before we start this session, let's, as they advised, I want each one of you to be bringing Ma in your mind's eye, and firstly start with thank you. Thank you for dash. Whatever are the three things that you are grateful for today, that that's happened yesterday, that happened today, whatever are those things that you are grateful for, three things. Just tell three things, okay, in your heart, and thank you God for immensely bringing that to in your life. Doing this will help you have high vibrational energies that can help you reduce the noise or hopelessness. All right. So three things that are grateful for. I'm grateful for whatever that is. Number one, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, all right. So now what is the Purvangam I am teaching is Navangam, which is 9 limbs of doing the Saptasati, which is what she guided me to teach. Eventually from Shravana Masa, I will also slowly start recitation of one chapter of Saptasati for everyone who wishes to get into this journey. It's my privilege and honor to be teaching this to everyone who are interested or who are called upon to learn this. And all you need to do is commit that amount of time to learn it. And slowly, when I get acclimated with these havans, because each day the havans that are there in queue are for marriage, Kanya Pasupata Havanam, those who wants to get married, whatever are the blocks to remove, and to help get divine grace to accelerate the journey. We will do that next. After that, we will do debt removal, debts in the form of any kinds of debt, karmic debts that are blocking us from propelling in the right direction. It can be with the money, it can be with children, it can be with people, it can be with relationships or land, whatever are those runas that are holding you to not have result in life, no matter how hard you are working for. So Runa Vimochana Pasupata Havanam. That is the next line which divine asked me to do. And in between, I'm dedicating a day in a week or a two to help people who are going through tough problems like mental health problems or black magic possessed problems or any kind of ill will, evil eye, sorceries, or any either kind of prayogas that's been conducted by knowing or unknowing. As I said, not everyone does black magic on every other. There's nobody who has so much time to do such things. But yes, when we are very spiritually aligned and when our sasrara is wide open, it becomes a net for good and bad. And by mistake, if I allow a negative energy, that is earthbound entity or a soul that's there, into my sahasrara, that starts acting host, taking my body as a host, which sometimes might result in having mental health concerns. Or when I'm deeply into this meditation states, my sahasrara gets open. When I'm doing mantra chanting for 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 1 lakh, 50 lakh, 1,000 times, my sahasrara can get expanded. So basically, my sastra is become blossomed. It's a very great thing that it is, but unfortunately, we are not covering it with kavacham. So what happens is it absorbs all that's available, good, bad. So we always ask, is it coming from, even when you get guidance from divine, please do ask a question, from where this guidance has come. Is it coming from good? Is it coming from bad? How much of this guidance is from my subconscious? Please ask these three questions, because after a while, if you are into this journey of sadhana, your subconscious will start speaking like divine, and you might be confused with your subconscious thoughts and divine messages. So please keep asking. Some guidance comes to you, some feeling comes to you at your heart to do something or not. Please keep checking how much of this is this coming. The first question we need to ask is this guidance, yes or no? You will get the answer. If yes, is this from good energy or bad energy? If you get it as bad energy, dark energy, you might say simply, just pass on, just move on, just pass on. You don't have to ask anything, you just have to say pass on. If at all it is from divine energy or higher self, or masters, ascended masters, guides, ask them to tell who are you, and they will declare themselves if they are light beings or not. So if you hear any words that resonate with being light beings, accept that guidance, or not, block it. So this is the way you can move forward in strengthening your guidance that's coming from your higher guidance self. And as we do that, today, since there's a lot of things that's happening, let me do the Trayanga, which is the Kavacham Argalam Keelakam for today, before I proceed to doing the Havanam. The rest I might recite in the evening. So Kavacham is so important for the same reason. Do any prayer, any sadhana, but don't forget to recite Kavacham every single day. It's very, I can't stress enough. Even when I was being an engineer or I was into psychology programs, I I was so logical that I used to say, what nonsense are these guys talking about when they say earthbound souls, ghosts and spirits and black magic and prayogas. All of these I myself used to say so. Only after I got into this from past 4 years and in the journey, I've seen how these things are real. I'm able to understand the impact of it on humanity. So one of the days in a week, we will 100% dedicate the whole havan for this sankalpa, that may all be free from these prayogas. May all those who are threatened or any kind of stress people are going through because of these um, dark energies being hosted upon, we would request Varahima and Durgama and Lord Shiva to really stand by them and scoop out or vacuum out all those energies so that they can claim their sovereign body and self. So that is our intention, and there is a lot of value or strength in combined intentions. So I would request, please don't think you are a small being. You are a divine being, and when you throw an intention alongside with me that may this person who is doing it for the humanity get strength, may her intention get strengthened by our intention also. So one drop becomes an ocean, and when the people are suffering, what is that we can do is, we don't have to do everything is not related with you need to spend time and effort. Even your intention matters in most of the cases. So please stand by the intention and let it pray that along with my life getting better, may all who are going through pain and suffering be released from this pain, from this karma, from this clutches. Give them vimukti, give them liberation, give them happiness, and peace in their life, and allow them to walk in your path. Embrace them in your motherly love, and give them that comfort, strength that we are all seeking for. And when the times are gloomy, please hold me, please help me, please embrace me in your love so that I never feel lonely. This is the prayer we can ask for Ma, and not just for ourselves but our families who are silently maybe suffering. We don't know what is happening unless until we knock their doors and stay in their house for some days. Unfortunately, we don't have time for it. So we assume when things are all good, looking at their Facebook status accounts and Instagram accounts, that everyone else is living a very beautiful life and somehow my life sucks. So but that's not the real deal. I've seen people who come with lot of things and just so shallow and so empty within. So let's not assume that everyone's life is so happy and good and only I am suffering. Everyone are also going through different problems. The intensity of the problem may be different. The reason why they are suffering might be different to us, which we have no comprehension to or a window of understanding about their pain and concerns. But trust me, there's nobody in the human life. We are born with the ticket to suffer and ticket to grow and evolve. So inside of that, most of us go through some or the other pain invariably, and our journeys are all aligned to help ourselves get freer from those clutches. So all these recitations are always dedicated to all that humanity, because we are all one. We share a common thread of voice called humanity. So amidst the pains and sufferings, let us evolve to be those light beings who are standing not just for ourselves and our families but also for people out there, so that the whole world becomes a more beautiful home for not just us but for the generations to come forward. Okay, so this is the message for us in the morning today as a positivity boost message. And after that, let's recite our 3 slokas for today. Okay, so start with Kavacham. Asya Sri Devi Kavachastotra Mahamantrasya Markandeya Rushihi. I'm figuring out a way to project these prayers on a screen. I'll try to do it so that you don't have to just be listening to the prayers and you feel disengaged. We can recite together. Just give me some time to figure out how to project these prayers onto the screen so that it will become so good. So I am reciting this book. Please take a copy of it. Okay, it's available online. But the point is, this book also, Ma says, have some concerns. So I'm gonna collate all those mistakes and make a book by Divine Grace by Navaratri and launch it with a perfect version. Till then, I would suggest start. If you are a new the Saptasati reciter, just go by Durga Gita Press. You start with 3 angas, because it becomes so much if you do with 9 and 13 and then all the nyasas. It becomes very, very tough because it's a Brahma Vidya, meaning it is very, very exhaustive set of rituals that you need to do. So it's better you start slow, consistent, and then go beyond, expanding your recitation speed, pronunciation speed, understanding of the slokas, and then add some set instead of going by boom and then get scared about, oh my god, this is so much. So I will go with the pace what Ma taught me. Though I'm reciting this because I want everyone to firstly understand that there will be some live from her in the morning about this. So slowly we will move it towards morning, so that it really help me with completion of my havans so early. So I'm just taking this teething time to acclimate myself with all my schedules, and we'll start soon with learn a very basic version of Durga Saptasati. I'm waiting for the Shravana Masa to come. When that day, we will start learning it and reciting it live, 1 chapter a day or a 2 chapter a day. All right, but basic version. Let's go deep slowly. अस्य श्रीदेवी कवचस्तोत्रमहामन्त्रस्य मार्कण्डेय ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः शक्तित्रयस्वरूपिणी नवदुर्गा देवी देवता ऐं बीजं ह्रीं शक्तिः क्लीं कीलकं मम चण्डिकाप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः अस्ति गुह्यतमां विप्र सर्वभूतोपकारकं देव्यास्तु कवचं पुण्यं त्रजन् विश्वमहामुने प्रथमं शैलपुत्रेति द्वितीयं ब्रह्मचारिणी तृतीयं चन्द्रखण्डेति कुष्माण्डेति चतुर्दकं पञ्चमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति च सप्तमं कालरात्रित्री महागौरीति चाष्टमं नवमं सिद्धिदा प्रोक्ता नवदुर्गाः प्रकीर्ततः उक्त्यान्येतानि नामानि ब्रह्मणैव महात्मना अग्निना दह्यमानस्तु शत्रुमध्ये गतारणे विषमे दुर्गमे चैव भयार्थाः शरणं गताः न तेषां जायते किञ्चित् अशुभं रणसङ्कटे नापदं तस्य पश्यामि शोकदुःखाभयं नहि ये स्तु भक्त्या श्रुता नित्यं तेषां सिद्धिप्रदा गृहे प्रेतसाना तु चामुण्डा वाराही महिषासना ऐन्द्रीगजसमारूढा वैष्णवी गरुडासना महेश्वरी वृषारूढा कौमारी सिकवाहना ब्राह्मी हंससमारूढा दिव्याभरणभूषिता लक्ष्मीः पद्मासनां देवी पद्महस्ता हरिप्रिया श्वेतरूपधरा देवी ईश्वरी वृषवाहना इत्येता मातरः सर्वे सर्वयोगसमन्विता नानाभरणसौभाग्या नानारत्नाविभूषिता श्रेष्ठैश्च मौक्तिकैः सर्वैः दिव्यहारा प्रलम्बिभिः ऐन्द्रनीलैर्महानीलैः पद्मरागैः सुशोभनैः दृश्यन्ते रथमारूढा देव्यः क्रोधा समन्विताः शङ्खं चक्रं गदां शक्ति हलं च मुसलायुधं केटकं तोमरं चैव परुसं पासमेव च कुन्तायुधं त्रिशूलं च सरङ्घमायुधमनुत्तमं चर्मखड्गं त्रिशूलं च केटकं मुद्गरं तदा दैत्यानां देहनाशाय भक्तानामभयाय च धारयन्त्यायुधानीतं देवानां च हिताय वै नमस्तेस्तु महारौद्रे महाघोरपराक्रमे महाबले महोत्साहे महाभयविनाशिनि त्राहि मां देवि दुःप्रेक्ष्ये शत्रूणां भयवर्तिनि प्राच्यां रक्षतु मामैन्द्रीमाग्नेयामग्निदेवता वाराही दक्षिणे रक्षे नैऋत्यां खड्गधारिणी प्रतीच्यां वारुणी रक्षेद् वायुव्यां मृगवाहिनी उदीच्यां पातु कौबेरी ईश्वानम् ईशान्यां शूलधारिणी ब्रह्मान् ऊर्ध्वमे तु मे रक्षे अधस्थाद् वैष्णवी तदा एवं दशदिशो रक्षे चामुण्डा सववाहना जया ममाग्रता पातु विजया पातु पृष्ठतः अजिता वामतः पातु दक्षिणे च अपराजिता शिखामुद्योतिनी रक्षेद् उमामूर्धिनि व्यवस्थिता मातृका च ललाटं मे ध्रुवोर्मध्यं यशस्विनी त्रिनेत्रा नेत्रयो पातु चन्द्रघण्टा च नासिके शङ्किनी चक्षुषोर्मध्यं स्तोत्रमे द्वारवासिनी कपोलौ कालिका रक्षेत् कर्णमूले तु साङ्करी नासिकायां सुगन्धव्या दुत्तरोष्टे तु चर्चिका अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठमध्ये तु चण्डिका घण्टिका चित्रघण्टां च महामाया च तालुके कामाक्षी चुबुकं रक्षेद्वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला ग्रीवामव्या भद्रकाली पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरा नीलग्रीवा बहिकण्ठे नलिकां नलकूगरी खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्दौ बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तौ मे दण्डिनी रक्षेत् कुक्षिं रक्षेन्नलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महादेवी मनःशोकविनाशिनी हृदयं ललिता रक्षे उदरं शूलधारिणी नाभिं मे कामिनी रक्षेत् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी मम जगनं जयशीला मे नितम्बं विद्रुमप्रभा कटिं रक्षे भगवती जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी भूतनादा तदा मेढ्रा ऊरु मे मेघवाहिनी जङ्गे महाबला रक्षे जानुमध्ये विनायका गुल्फो रक्षे नारसिंही पादपृष्ठे धनुर्धरी पादाङ्गुली श्रीधरी मे पाददास्तलवाहिनी रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी श्रीचा वागीश्वरी तदा रक्तमज्जावसा मांसान्यस्ति मेधांसि पार्वती अन्त्राणि कालरात्रि तु पीठं तु मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशं कफं चूडामणिर्ममा ज्वालामुखी महाज्वाला सर्वात्मा सर्वसन्धिषु शुक्लं ममाव्याद् ब्रह्माणि छायं चक्रेश्वरी तथा अहङ्कारं मनोबुद्धिं रक्षेन्मे धर्मचारिणी प्राणापानौ तथा व्यानामुदानं च समानकं वज्रहस्ता सदा रक्षेत् प्राणं कल्याणशोभना रसं रूपं च गन्धं च शब्दं स्पर्शं च योगिनी सत्त्वं रजस्तमश्चैव रक्षेन्नारायणी सदा रक्षेन्ममायुर् रक्षेन् ममायु वाराहि धर्मं रक्षतु वैष्णवी यशः कीर्तिं च लक्ष्मीं च सदा रक्षन्तु मातरः गोत्रं रक्षेन्ममिन्द्राणि चण्डिकाव्यात् पशून् मम पुत्रपौत्रान् महालक्ष्मीर्भार्यं रक्षतु भैरवी धनं धनेश्वरी रक्षेन्मार्गं रक्षेन्महेश्वरी राजद्वारे तदा लक्ष्मी सङ्ग्रामे जयवर्धिनी रक्षाहीनं तु यत्स्थानं वर्जितं कवचेन तु तत्सर्वं रक्ष मे देवी जयन्ती पापनाशिनी रक्ष मे सर्वगात्राणि दुर्गे दुर्गार्तिहारिणि इदं रहस्यं विप्रर्षे भक्त्वा तव मयोदितं सर्वरक्षाकरं पुण्यं कवचं सर्वदा जपेत् पदमेकं न गच्छेतु यदिच्छेषु शुभात्मनः कवचेन वृतो नित्यं यत्र यत्राभिगच्छति तत्र तत्रार्धलाभश्च विजया सर्वकालिकः यं यं चिन्तयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोत यत्नतः परमैश्वर्यमतुलं लभते भूतलं पुमा निर्भयो जायते मर्त्यः सङ्ग्राम्येष्वपराजितः त्रैलोक्ये तु भवेत् पूज्यः कवचेन वृतः पुमान् इदं तु कवचं देव्याः देवानामपि दुर्लभं ये पठेत् प्रातरुत्थाय त्रिसन्ध्यं श्रद्धयान्वितः देवी कला भवेत् तस्य त्रैलोक्ये त्वपराजिता जीवेद्वर्षशतं विद्या नपमृत्युविवर्जितः नश्यन्ति व्याधयास्तस्य लुता विस्फोटकादयः स्थावरं जङ्गमं चापि कृत्रिमं चापि यद्विषम् अभिचाराणि सर्वाणि मन्त्रयन्त्राणि भूतले भूचराः केचरश्चैव जलजाश्चोपदेशिकः सहजा कुलजा माला डाकिनी साकिनी तदा अन्तरिक्षचरा घोरा डाकिनी च महाबला ग्रहभूतपिशाचाश्च यक्षगन्धर्वराक्षसः ब्रह्मराक्षसवेताळः कूष्माण्डा भैरवादयः नश्यन्ति दर्शनाथस्य कवचे हृदि संस्थिते मनोन्नतेर्भवेद्याज्ञं तेजो बुद्धिकरं परं यशसा वर्धते सोऽपि भूतले कीर्तिमण्डितः तस्मात् जपं सदा भक्तैः कवचं कामदं मुने जपे सप्तशतीं चण्डीं रक्षां कृत्वा तु पूर्वतः निर्विघ्नेन भवत्सिद्धिः चण्डी जपसमुद्भवा यावत् कूर्मोदरां तत्ते सशैलवनकाननं तावत् तिष्ठति मेदिन्यां सन्तति पुत्रपौत्रिकी ब्रह्मणा निर्मितं यस्तु कवचं जपतत्परः त्रिसन्ध्यं कीर्तयेद्भक्त्या समाप्नोति पराङ्गतिं देहन्ते च परं स्थानं यत्सुरैरपि दुर्लभं प्राप्नोति पुरुषो नित्यं महामाया प्रसादतः तस्मात् जपे सदा भक्त्या कवचं कामदं मुने नित्यं यस्मरते तस्य रोगनश्यन्ति दूरतः. There's one person who asked me, what do you do when you're reciting and your mind switches off or your mind just drifts? So what is the hack for it is, see, we are all having human brain and each of us have a lot of thoughts in our head. So obviously when our mind is little focused on certain things, there are a lot of thoughts that come and forward. So what you should do is, every time you understand or you realize you have drifted, you should come back to recitation. That's the first simple hack that you can do. Don't hit yourself hard or don't feel bad that you're getting drifted. You don't have focus to carry on long conversations or be with the prayers for a longer time. Instead, whenever you drift, just know that you need to come back. So all the times you're drifted, even if you're drifted 100 times as you're reciting, your job is to realize, acknowledge that I have drifted. Yes, this is mind. I do have thoughts. So obviously I'm going through a training that is holding me to not have this driftage. So let me bring my head back into the prayers. So as you keep doing, the number of times you get drifted moves from maybe every minute you get drifted to maybe 2 minutes, after that 3 minutes, after that 10 minutes. Slowly you will be able to hold on to your focus on the prayer for a longer time. Okay, so it all depends on your mind training. So don't feel bad that your mind drifts when you are praying, but it's all patience. Kilaka Stotram. Om Namaschandigayai. Asya Sri Kilaka Stotra Mantrasya Siva Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Sri Mahasaraswati Devata Mantrodita Devyo Bijam Navarno Mantrasektihi Sri Saptasati Mantrastatvam Sri Jagadamba Prityarde Stotra Padangatvena Jape Vinyogaha ओम विशुद्ध ज्ञान देहाय त्रिवेदी दिव्य चक्षुषे श्रेय प्राप्ति निमित्ताय नमः सोमार्थधारिणे सर्वमेतद्विजानीय मंत्राणाम अभिकीलकम सोऽपि क्षेमवाप्नोति सततं जाप्य तत्परः सिद्ध्यन्त्युच्चाटनादीनि कर्माणि सकलान्यपि एतेन स्तुवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्ध्यति न मंत्रो नौषधं तस्य न किंचिदपि विद्यते विना जाप्येन सिद्ध्येते सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकं समाग्र्याण्यपि सेत्स्यन्ति लोकसङ्काभिमां हरः कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभं स्तोत्रं वै चण्डिकायस्तु तचं गुह्यं चकारसः समात्रिर्न च पुण्यस्य तां यधावनि यन्त्रणां सोऽपि क्षेममवाप्नोति सर्वमेव न संशयः कृष्णायां च चतुर्दश्यामष्टम्यां वा समाहितः ददाति प्रतिगुह्णाति ननाथैष प्रसीदति इतं रूपेण कीलेन महादेवेन कीलितं यो निष्कलां विधायैनां नित्यं जपति सस्फुटं ससिद्धः सकुणः सोऽपि गन्धर्वो जायते वने न चैवाप्यततास्तस्य भयं क्वापीह जायते नपमृत्युवशं याति मृतो मोक्षमवाप्नुयात् ज्ञात्वा प्रारभ्य कुर्वीत ह्याकुर्वाणो विनश्यति ततो ज्ञात्वैव सम्पन्नामिदं प्रारभ्यते बुधै सौभाग्यादि च यत्किञ्चित् दृश्यते लग्नाजने तत्सर्वं तत्प्रसादेन तेन जाप्यमिदं शुभं शनैस्तु जाप्यमानेऽस्मिन् स्तोत्रे सम्पत्तिरुच्चकैः भवत्येव समग्रापि ततः प्रारभ्यमेव तत् ऐश्वर्यं यत्प्रसादेन सौभाग्यमारोग्यसम्पदः शत्रुहानिः परो मोक्षः स्तूयते सा न किं जनैः अर्गलास्तोत्रमन्त्रस्य ओं नमश्चण्डिकायै अस्य श्री अर्गलास्तोत्रमन्त्रस्य विष्णु ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्री महालक्ष्मीर्देवता मंत्रोदिता देव्यो बीजं नवाणो मंत्रशक्तिः श्री सप्तशती मंत्रस्तत्वं श्री जगदम्बा प्रीत्यर्थे स्तोत्रपटाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः जयंती मंगलाकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते मधुखैटव विद्रावी विधातृवरदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जहि महिषासुरनिर्नासा विधातृवरदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि वन्दिताग्रियुगे देवी देवसौभाग्यदायिनी रक्तबीज रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि वन्दिताग्रियुगे देवी देवसौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि यशो देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि रक्तबीजवदे देवी चण्डमुण्डविनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि अचन्तरूपचरिते सर्वशत्रुविनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि तथेभ्य सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि सुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके विहतिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तीह भक्तितः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देहि सौभाग्यमारोग्यं देहि देवी परं सुखं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विदेहि द्विषदां नासं विदेहि बलमुच्चकैः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विदेहि देवी कल्याणं विदेहि विपुलां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि प्रचण्डदैत्यदर्पग्ने चण्डिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संसुते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि कृष्णेन संसुते देवी शाश्वतभक्त्वा तथाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि हिमाचलसुतानाथा पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि सुरासुरशिरोरत्ना निकृष्टचरणेऽम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि इंद्राणीपति सद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देवी प्रचंड दोर्दंडा दैत्य दर्पदिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देवी भक्तजनोद्धामा दत्तानन्दयोऽम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि पत्नी मनोरमां देवी मनोवृत्तानुसारिणीं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि इदं स्तोत्रं पठित्वा तु महास्तोत्रं पठे नरः स तु सप्तशती संख्या वरमाप्नोति सम्पदः. Now we'll do अष्टोत्रम्. माहेश्वरी महादेवी जयंती सर्वमंगला लज्जा भगवती वंद्या भवानी पापनाशिनी चंडिका कालरात्रिश्च भद्रकाल्या पराजिता Mahavidya, Mahamedha, Mahamaya, Mahabala, Katyayani, Jaya Durga, Mandara Vanavasini, Arya Girisuta, Dhatri, Mahishasura Ghatini, Siddhida, Buddhida, Nitya, Varada, Varavarnini, Ambika, Sukhada, Soumya, Jagan Mata, Siva Priya, Bhakta Santapa Samhartri, Sarvakama Prapurini, Jagat Sarvakama Prapurini, Jagatkartri, Jagatdhatri, Jagatpalana Tatpara, Avyakta Vyaktarupa cha Bhima Tripura Sundari, Aparna Lalita Vidya Purnachandra Nibhanana, Chamunda Chatura Chandra Gunatraya Vibhagini, He Rambajanani Kali Trigunacha Yasodhara, Uma Kalasahasta Daitya Darpa Nishudini, Buddhihi Kantihi Kshama Santihi Pushti Stushtir Dhrutirmatihi Varayudha Dhara Dhira Gauri Sakhambari Siva Ashtasiddhi Pradavama Siva Vamangavasini Dharmada Dhanada Sridha Kamado Makshadapara Chitsurupa Chidananda Jayasrir Jayadayini Sarva Mangala Mangalya Jagat Traya Hitaishini Sarvani Parvati Dhanya Skandamata Akhileswari Prasannarti Hara Devi Subhagha Kamarupini Nirakara Chasakara Mahakali Sureswari Sarva Sraddha Dhruva Krutya Odyani Bhaktavatsala Sarvasekti Samayukta Saranya Satyakamada Om Tat Sat. Now, Aim, Hreem, Kleem, Chamundayai, Viche. These are the thing. Aim, Hreem, Kleem, Chamundayai, Viche. Mula mantra. We'll do 11 times. Okay. So imagine this Durga Ma. Okay. She's on a tiger with very pleasing hands. She's carrying one discus for new beginnings, to give us a direction that, you know, the cycle of time is like a cycle. Always don't have good times, always don't have bad times. When you have good times, don't be forgetful about God and think everything is on the top of the world. And you're going through a low phase, don't think my life is over. I'm the care of address of bad luck. So don't think like that. It's all a cycle. As we align ourselves with divine will, our things will change. That's what is that discus that she holds in the hand means. Then Shanka is for new beginnings. So whenever we have new beginnings, we do auspicious beginnings, we do have that. So she is the giver of auspiciousness. She's gonna cut through our clouds of andhakara with her cloud. She's gonna give us focus with her bana. She's gonna give us the bana arrow and the bow. These two are for us to, she's helping us with achieving our goals, focused to the point. The pestle is to show that for she's gonna with force, with her strength, she's gonna take away all the pain. And the spear is also similarly, like I'm gonna, in different ways she's gonna take away the pain of ours, is a sign. And Abhaya Mudra is to say that I'm here to always shower blessings. And the flower in her hand is, as much as she is fierce, end of the day, she's the gentle mother that we always can look at her. We don't have to be scared of her tools. We don't have to be scared of her rupas. But we can always know that she's such a gentle mother holding a lotus in her hand, which is again sign of auspiciousness. So such a mother who is very well lit with red clothes and great jewelry, please bring her into our mind's eye, that she's there here reciting and looking at her. Please do your Manasika Puja. Today I'm not gonna do outside. Just do it for 11 times. Okay? Be with yourself and do it. All right. So when you're doing it for the first time, you will see once the moment you close your eyes, your mind will be flooded with thoughts. That's how minds work. So slowly let's tame our minds. So now we'll end with Aparada Stotram. We can have, essentially Aparada Stotra is teaching us humility and humility. It is that you might think, Amma, we are doing all the Shotsopchara, which is how it is prescribed in the book. Still, why we are saying, na avahanam na janami visarjanam. Oh, it means that we are not doing, we don't know. Why is it given like that? So the point here, our ancestors or the rishis who wrote these lokas, she is Jagan Mata. If you give one, you feel like, is this enough? For her, we can do more. We can do more. We can do more. We don't know what is that superlative thing that we can give for her to give us her Sakshatkara and give us moksha. So till there, that is the yardstick, that give me moksha, give me your darshanam. That's what most of us sadhakas aspire, right? So to get there, I don't know. I don't know what is the way. I don't know whether I'm inviting you well. Whatever prayers I'm doing you is to the mark that you expect me to do. Or I don't know how to say Udvasana to you. Am I doing that also right? Am I chanting prayers enough? Is my prayers heard? Perhaps I have done some kind of mistake in matras. Maybe I have done mistakes in ucharana of words, of ragas, of where to pause, where to go ahead. So many things I have done. So basically, even in spite of all this, I am begging for your forgiveness so that you please give me what I am asking for, which is my liberation and moksha. It again is not, moksha is not like a end goal. It is moksha from that particular problem you are going through. So one by one you get a cumulative moksha. But at this point, when you say moksha, it need not be that finally I emerge with the goddess. That can be a end goal. But for short term goal, it can also be whatever are the right now concerns I have with my family or money or relationships or career growth or getting married or holding up the marriage or the children, their education, whatever are those worries that are eating me my head away, or my own internal fears of laziness or negative self talk about me, all of these tendencies, please clean, please take away by and give me some small blessing. Like that, it is the internal meaning. Aparada sahasrani kriyante harni sammaya dasoyamiti mam matva kshamasya parameswari avahanam na janami visarjanam puja vidam na janami kshamasva parameswari mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam paratpare yat pujitam ya devi paripurnam tadastute ana anayamaya kruta pujaya श्री महाकाली महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती स्वरूपिणी श्री दुर्गांबिका सुप्रीता सुप्रसन्ना वरदा भवतु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 ही. So thank you so much for joining this live. I hope this would have been a helpful session for you. We'll do the havanam now. All right.